Thanks for joining me again today in another video for my Project Live Catch Up Friday video series. So for today I've got week 48 from 2015 for you. I'm super excited, so let's get started. The first thing you see me doing here is going through a bunch of Studio Calico cards. So I'm mainly going to be using the Studio Calico kit from November 2015 called Canyonlands, as well as a bunch of story stamp and read story kit from Elliott Woods as well. So I've chosen a holder, almost like a tag holder there that from the kit. I'm also going to be using this tag which I got from Studio Calico separately. It's that blue one. I'm going to be spelling out the word 48 using these vellum alphabet stickers that came in the kit. And I would normally create my title page, a title card as being a 4x6 rather than a 3x4. But as you can see earlier there, I was using a wooden frame in the last spread, so I left with one missing 4x6 pocket. So I decided to just use it 3x4 and mix that up. So I stuck all the words down, all the alphabets down, and now I am just using my roller date stamp from Project Live and just stamping the date using my VersaFine black ink, which is my all-time go-to black ink. To be honest, I had these for years and it's still working really well. To be honest, I'm actually thinking of testing out the archival ink from Ranger. I'm not sure whether any of you have used that ink before. I would be interested to know your thoughts on it. I'm also sticking down these wooden star, which I got from Studio Calico, not from the kit, but I purchased that separately, and I stuck it down using my glossy accent. And the next thing I'll be doing here is just trying to do some journaling onto that photo. I decided to go with these journaling cards that came in the, I think it's from the Read Story kit. Actually, no, I think this one is from the Wild Story kit. And I'm just using half of it, and I'll be using the other half on another photo. And so essentially stuck that down using my tape runner, and I'm just going through my a bunch of story stamps that I got from Elliott Woods, and I'm just looking through, I guess, a stamp that reflects what I'm trying to, that photo a little bit, but also that would fit into that spot. I decided to go with this one, which I believe is actually from the AM/PM story stamp month, AM/PM month, and I stamped down the word dinner using my VersaFine black ink, and then I'm just looking through some embellishments, and I decided to go with these star sequin that came in the kit. I used my glossy accent to stick that down, and it worked really well. I was concerned that it might show through. I think it looked actually quite fine. I couldn't really see through it. So, and now I'm just using the same technique that I've used previously, essentially using two types of pens. So one which is the 0.3 point, and one which is the much bigger, which is number 8. And just to kind of give a bit of dimension and interest onto the page, to be honest. And the next thing you see me doing here is just stamping a, I guess it looks like a messy circle. I think that's what Elliott Woods calls it. And this one is, I believe, is from the Ghost Story stamp. And I am stamping using my Memento Luxe ink, and this one is, I think it's called Smoky Grey. Not sure what's going on my camera there, but hopefully it gets back soon. So here you go. So I'm going to be heat emboss that using my, I think it's from, so this embossing powder is from Ranger, and I believe it's called, I think, champagne colour. So I quite like it. I actually bought it recently. It's kind of half gold, half silver. If some of you are interested, let me know. I'll just post a link underneath it or something. But yeah, so it's from Ranger. I think it's called Champagne Color, either copper or champagne or something like that. It's really nice. I really liked it. So. And the next thing you see me doing here, just doing some journaling directly onto that card. I decided to instead just write everything in, whatever normally I would normally do, which is lowercase. I decided to just go with uppercase and just mix it up a little bit. And excuse me, I also will be using the I guess word phrase stickers from my stash, as well as the black ones actually from the Read Story Kit, and these other ones, the grey ones, are actually from the Heart Story Kit, and the pink one I believe is from Asia Calico Kit, which is I think it's from a while ago. I stuck that down with also that wooden star on top. And the next thing you see me doing here is just I want to decorate that photo in the middle left there, and I kind of want to stick down a circle just directly on top of that cup, and then I'm also going to be sticking down these cork geotag using my glossy accent, and that is it. So I'm keeping everything quite simple. Yeah, so and the next thing you see me doing here is just I'm doing add some journaling spot directly onto that photo. That 304 card is, I believe, from the Midnight Edition, so a cool kit from Becky Higgins. And just did some basic journaling, drew a box around the journaling. And then the next thing you see me doing here is just sticking down the vellum stickers that actually came in the kit. I decided to I stuck down 3. I think it's just one of those odd numbers that just look good all the time. And the next thing we're doing here is I'm moving on to the right side of the spread and choosing my 3 or 4 cards. So looking through that a bunch of 3 or 4 cards, I actually will end up using that one on the right there, but I think soon I will decide to create my own journaling card using the screen print. I think that's what it's called, from the Ali Edwards Story Kit, and this one is actually from the Read Story Kit. Before that, I'm just going to be doing some journaling directly onto that 3 or 4 card, which I'll do some stamping onto a white piece of cardstock first. And so it essentially says current inspirations, and stamp directly onto that white cardstock using my VersaFine black ink, and I will be cutting off the excess there. And so I'm just going through fuzzy cutting out the excess, and with the that half circle corners, I'll actually be using my quarter of an inch hole punch. I'm really not good at fuzzy cutting, so I try to avoid as much as possible, unless it's a straight line. So straight line, good, but anything that is circle or curvy, I'm no good. So I'll go with that. It's a easy way out. So the next thing you see me doing here is just journaling directly onto that 3 or 4 card. And I believe I was talking something about, I was describing the milkshake, the thick shake actually that I was having that day, and I think we had 2 flavors in that thick shake, and one was like cherry ripe and chocolate, and the other one is Irish cream or something, and it was delicious. So, and the next thing you see me doing here is just going through. I want to use this screen print, and I was actually going to cut the the print in half, but I decided against it. Now that I think about it, I probably should have, to be honest. Which I probably would do that next time. But so with this one, I essentially just going to be using half of it. So I'll peel up the print and just put the 3x4 white piece of cardstock underneath it. So for some of you who don't know how to use these kind of screen print, you essentially, well, how I use it is just using acrylic paint, and then you just spread your paint over it, and then you'll get these kind of really nice textured kind of print, I guess, underneath it. It's quite messy, so yeah, so it's worth it though. Look at it. I mean, it's so cool. But yeah, there's a lot of cleaning up, so let's put it that way. And I'll be cleaning up behind the scenes. So that's done, and I had to wait for it to dry for about 5 to 10 minutes. And I'll be sticking down these tab. I stuck down that tab. Left that tab from the Heart Story kit. So I only had one chipboard sticker left from that kit, to be honest. So very excited. The next thing you see we're doing here is just sticking down this label, which I got from Calico. It's a digital file. Printed that out and using my cameo silhouette to cut that off. Also stuck down that wooden circle, not so wooden, cork circle sticker that came in the kit, and did some journaling directly onto that. And the next thing you see me doing here is just I want to decorate this photo. And I'm just going through my stash, and I found this kind of blue die cut piece that says 11, and it fits well because, you know, it's November, week 48, and, you know, it's November, so I thought, great, I'll use that one. And I journaled directly onto that that photo using my Sharpie black pen. So, and the next thing you see me doing here is just doing some journaling, sticking down these stickers, that word phrase stickers from Amy Tan. I believe they're from the Finest Keepers, I believe. They're not from her latest line. The next thing you see me doing here is just using the Spark Story Kit once again. Story Stamp once again. And I am going to be stamping onto a piece of white cardstock. And the stamp says Crazy Good. It's pretty cool. I prepped that using just using my rub all over it, and then just clean off the rubber excess using my baby wipe. And I am actually using it's actually a green ink. I got in my stash. I think it's one of those cat eyes kind of color box chalk ink. Yeah, and I punched that circle out, and I believe that was a 1-inch circle punch, and then I used a tiny attacher to staple that down and cut off the excess. And now I'm just, I left that piece to dry, so for I think 5 to 10 minutes or so, and then I'm just doing some journaling directly onto that card. One thing to note about these journaling card that I'm used for screen print to create is that there's texture. So when you actually write on it, you'll feel the texture, you know, a little bit bumpy, but I think it's really cool. So here is the spread. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, suggestions, or anything like that, please let me know. If you want YouTube to let you know when my next video comes out, please subscribe. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!